A very good morning to all of you, my dear friends. This is Shafiq Ahmed, and you're all welcome to your favorite YouTube channel. Let's learn together.
So I welcome you once again in the class, and let us move forward to our next topic, that is the second type of federalism on the basis of formation only. Okay, we are going to learn on the basis of formation. And the second one is what? Holding together federation. Holding का मतलब और coming के मतलब है ना, दो both are different. Coming, they are coming together from their own, but holding, we are trying to hold the different states together. A large country decides to divide its power between the states and the central government. So in holding together, the power is divided, and it is not divided by taking the consent of the states. No, the large country itself decide to divide the power between the states and the central government. So in this case, we can't say that the states are coming together from their own to form a bigger unit. No, it is not so over here. In holding together federation, what is going on? The large country is dividing its power between states and central government. Let us see other features of this type of federalism holding together. The central government tries to be more powerful and in relation to the states. Vis-a-vis means what? In relation to. So the central government tries to be more powerful in relation to the states. So we can see from the second statement over here that there is no question of equal power between central government and states, because here you can see the central government is trying to be more powerful than the states. Different constituent states also have unequal powers, but what was there in the coming together federation? All the states were having or enjoying, you can say, enjoying equal powers. But here in this case, in type of holding together federation, different constituent states have unequal powers. Likewise, in India also, there are many states who are enjoying some special facilities. Some special provisions are available for different states also. So likewise, we can say in holding together federation, states are not having equal powers; they are having unequal powers. So try to remember all these features one by one. Some units are granted special powers. That is what I was discussing. I was telling you that some of the states enjoy some special facilities or special provisions that we will also discuss in the later part of the chapter. Who are those states and what are they enjoying? I will share something with you all. Examples of holding together federation. Who are the countries? Yes, Indian, space, even Spain and even Belgium. So there was a question that what type of federation is Belgium? So Belgium is what? This type of federation, that is holding together federation. India, Spain and Belgium, they are the examples that you can mention. Okay. So just try to remember few of the features over there. Okay, let us students move ahead to our next topic. Let us see what is this over here. Some Nepali citizens were discussing the proposals on the adoption of federalism in the new constitution. So some citizens of the Nepal, they were discussing on the proposal, means they were discussing on the proposal to adopt federalism in the new constitution. So let us see what they were discussing, what type of thing they were discussing. Khagraj has said, I don't like federalism. It would lead to reservation of seats for different caste groups as we are having in India. So Mr. Raj is saying that he does not like federalism, and he is giving the reason also why he does not like federalism. Because it will lead to reservation of seats, like in India we are having. We are enjoying some scheduled caste, even scheduled tribe and other backward class. They enjoy some different type of reservations in the government vacancies. So Khagraj, Mr. Raj is saying that he is not happy with the reservation system which is being followed in India, and this is the reason why he does not like federalism, and he does not want to be implemented, and want federalism to be implemented in his country Nepal. Let us see what Miss Sarita is saying. Ours is not a very big country like India, so we don't need federalism. Then they must think about Belgium also, I think. So Sarita is saying only federalism is good for big countries only. So she is saying that Nepal is not such a big country, so they don't need federalism. Again, we have got one reason why people are not in favor of federalism. The next reason that we have come forward over here, we can see over here that it needs a big country. But let us see whether Sarita is correct or not. What Mr. Babulal is saying. I am hopeful that the Terai areas will get more autonomy. Terai areas, which is there in Nepal, will get more autonomy, means will get more independence or will get more powers. And Mr. Babulal is hoping that the Terai areas will get more autonomy if they get their own state government. So Babulal is saying that they will lose their areas likewise. So if federalism is adopted by our country, then he is thinking that Terai areas will get more power, will get special powers. Like in India, many states are having special powers. So he's saying that if Terai areas will get that particular federalism in our country, then they will have their own state government and they will enjoy more powers. Now with Mr. Ram Ganesh is saying, I like federalism. Now we have come to see over here that someone is there who is liking also. He's in favor of federalism. So let us see why Mr. Ganesh likes federalism. He's saying that it will mean that powers that were earlier enjoyed by the king will now be exercised by our elected representatives. Now he is in favor of federalism because of this, because the powers which were enjoyed by the earlier kings, and like in India also during the Mughal time and before that also, all the powers were enjoyed by the king. So now what is he is feeling, now those type of thing will not happen and the king will not be there and the king will not be only one who is enjoying all the power. He's saying that now by adopting federalism, we can divide the power between different states and central government, whether coming together or holding together. So in both the case, power are divided and states are getting some powers. And the rulers of those states, the chief ministers or the winning party, and they will be elected by the people, by the citizen of their country, and they will be able to enjoy the rights or the powers. So he's happy. Mr. Ram Ganesh is happy that it will be very good if Nepal will adopt federalism. And he has given the reason also, because the powers which was exercised by the king only previously, now it will be exercised, those powers will be exercised or will be used by the representative whom they will elect. So this is the conversation, and we have to make some points from this conversation from them, why people are not in favor of federalism and why few of them are in favor of the federalism also. So the question is here for you, my dear students, that if you were participating in this conversation, then what would be your response to each of this? Which of these reflect a wrong understanding of what federalism is and what makes India a federal country? So these are the questions which we have to answer, and let me ask all of you one by one.
Hope that you have liked the video, and we will meet again in our next video release of the tutorial. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the information of the next release of the tutorial. Please share it with your friends and others also. Thank you for the time being. Take care. Stay at home. Bye bye. Take care.